Hi, I'm Brian Daniel, and I just wanted to do a quick review over the KJV paragraph style large print Thinline Bible by Thomas Nelson. I received this Bible yesterday and I'm excited to really get into it. I did unbox it yesterday, so this isn't an unboxing video, but I wanted to go over it with you today. This is the black genuine leather Bible, and this does come in a hard clamshell box. It did come a little bit damaged, but the Bible wasn't damaged at all. Here are the features. The paragraph style large print Thinline Bible features the timeless beauty of the trustworthy King James Version of the scriptures. This unique edition maintains the flow and organization of the writer's thoughts in a paragraph format, making them easier to read and comprehend. The features include words of Christ in red, concordance, one-year reading plan, a chart of the parables of Jesus, a chart of the miracles of Jesus, full color maps, satin ribbon markers, the 10-point KJV Comfort Print. And there you can kind of see an example there. And here's the ISBN number, in case. Printed in South Korea. Let's get into it. Here's the Bible. The leather seems pretty soft. There's a little bit of a stiffness to it, but pretty soft for the genuine leather. On the front, you have Holy Bible stamped. It seems a little small and a little bit in a kind of an awkward place, but I mean, it's not a deal breaker. It's nothing major for me. It is perimeter stitched all the way around. The spine does have some printed hubs. They're not raised hubs, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have this design on the spine, Holy Bible, KJV, and the Thomas Nelson logo. And in the back, the ISBN number is stamped there in gold. This grain, you can see the grain of the leather seems to be probably a stamped grain. That's what some people are saying. There you go. But it feels really good. Opening it up, it is a paste down, some kind of a vinyl liner. I did notice as I was opening up yesterday, it was probably pasted down a little bit off there in the process, but nothing major. It seems everything seems to be holding up. It is a smyce sewn binding, and here are the ribbons. I believe they are double-sided satin ribbons, a black and a red. I noticed Tim Nichols in his review noticed that on his edition that he had, seemed like one ribbon was longer than the other. It seems like that might be the case on this one as well. So I'm not sure if that's something that happened with this edition or section of these. But anyways, let's get right into it. Opening it up. And here I've already started putting my notes in there. But here's the presentation page. After that first end sheet that's connected to the liner there. Holy Bible. And then authorized King James Version. And here we have, it is typeface, KJV typeface created by 2K Denmark, printed in South Korea. The paper, though, seems really good. It seems pretty opaque. The Old Testament here. There are book introductions, very small book introductions there. Just have title headings throughout in black letter. It is red letter edition, so the words of Christ are in red, but everything else in this edition is black. It is the 2-column paragraph format, and then we have the references at the bottom. And the good thing about the paragraph style is when you get into the poetic setting, there is a difference. And when you're reading the Bible, it's good to have that poetic setting when you have letters being written, or just to break the text down a little bit easier. Here you have there as well the poetic setting there, and then getting into the book of Psalm, the poetic setting there. And the good thing about this edition is that poetic setting actually goes all the way into the New Testament. So you can see that there as well. Again, this paper is really good, pretty good. I've already written in it so we can see how that holds up against underlining and highlighting. I do use Pigment Micron pens, using 05 for the underlining. And so here I've highlighted and underlined and written with the 005 there on the edge. And you can see really there's no bleed through, very little show through, very little. Paper is really good, easy to turn, have not had issues. I've only had it for a day, but then we go to the end of Revelation, and we have the miracles of Jesus Christ, the parables of Jesus Christ, the 1-year Bible reading plan, and then the concordance, which is a decent sized concordance, leading us all the way to the back. Pretty decent sized concordance. And then the 8 maps that are on semi-gloss cardstock paper. Colors are really nice. And then the end sheet that goes into the final liner there. And there's the Thomas Nelson KJV paragraph style large print Bible there. I did want to do a couple of comparisons. The first one is the comparison to the NKJV, the New King James Version of the large print Thinline by Thomas Nelson. This one's actually a premier collection in the black goatskin. I've had this one for about 2 years and really love this Bible, love the floppiness and the binding of this one. But as you can see, the layout of the poetic setting is going to be the same there as well. So going to Psalm, let's go to Psalm 18. And then Psalm 18. Hopefully I'm not making too many people cringe at all my notes and write it right up in my Bible. So here you have the poetic setting here, and just kind of an idea of how those letters look. About the same size. I think maybe this one might be a tad bit bigger, but overall, the easy to read. There's enough lead space in between. The font is great. Paper is really good. The other one is the KJV McLaren. This is actually leather soft, and this one has, of course, there's different. This one's a little different because this is a black letter text, and then it has the headings in blue and the verse numbers in blue. But the font in this is a little bit bigger, and the space between is a little bit bigger as well, as you can see. Let's go to Psalm 18. And of course, the KJV McLaren, you'll see, is not you don't have the poetic setting like you do in the paragraph style. There, you can tell the difference there. There. The last one I'd like to do a comparison with is my all-time favorite Bible, which is the Cambridge Concord, and it is a KJV. I just love the footprint of this, and I just like to compare this to other Bibles as far as for the size. Whereas the other two, the KJV Thinline, about the same footprint as this one. Let me go back to that real quick. I didn't show that. Those two have about the same footprint. Pretty much. The McLaren, almost the same footprint, just a little bit thicker there. Maybe a little bit taller, but overall about the same footprint. The Concord we're looking at a little bit smaller. To me, this is probably the perfect, just about the perfect size I would like in a Bible, but the font would be a little bit smaller, and it is a 2-column, but it has a center column reference, so it is different, but just kind of giving it a comparison there. We got, and of course this one, like the McLaren, it's not going to be, you're not going to have the poetic setting there either. So just to give you an idea there of the different font size there, but different kind of paper, different, of course, price and things like that. So this one's in the calf split leather. But back to the KJV paragraph style large print Thinline by Thomas Nelson. Great Bible. If you want something like this, I recommend it. So until the next video, thank you very much. Goodbye.